If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. We find out what we're made of when we are called to help a friend in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. We find out what we're made of when we are called to help a friend in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let you go, never say goodbye. I know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, yeah. Count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit, thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit, thank you for my wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Oh, thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. I want to thank you, I want to thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Every day I say thank you for this day.
Get ready, my soul. I'm driving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm driving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning here. And I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever never been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of New Westminster's online Sunday celebration service. Please join in our opening song this morning and sing wholeheartedly to the song, My Soul is Welcome Here.
Just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul.
Welcome back. I am Reverend Rhona Segarra, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service on behalf of Unity of New Westminster in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Whether you are watching us live on Zoom, on Facebook, or on YouTube, or whether you are finding us on demand after the service, I extend a warm welcome to each person who is watching. We would love to stay connected with you. So please subscribe to our newsletter on our website, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, or connect with us on Facebook, like us on Facebook. And that way you will always be informed when things are happening at our community. The Unity movement offers ideas for full and abundant living. We draw on the teachings of Jesus as our primary way shower, our primary example. And we honor that there is wisdom in faith traditions all over the planet. We honor that there is wisdom to be found in story, in song, in example. We honor every person's right to choose their own spiritual path, their own life path. All are welcome here. All are worthy here. All are celebrated here. We begin our service acknowledging that we are guests on the traditional and unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples. And it is with gratitude that we live, play, and work on this beautiful land. We give thanks that we are able to join together in this virtual environment where we can be reminded that we need not be in one another's presence physically to be connected and aware of our connection with each other. We celebrate our connection with all of humanity, our connection with all our brothers and sisters across this planet. We know that there are many names, many faces, many paths to our understanding of what some call God, others call Creator, others call quantum. We are one in God, one in Creator, one in quantum. By whatever name we have for our understanding of the creative power that has brought us to this place, to this life experience on this amazingly beautiful planet. By whatever name we have for this power, we recognize that there is one power and that we are all part of, immersed in, and expressions of that one power. That there is no spot, that God is not. And that includes us, each of us. Beautiful, unique, part of nature, part of life. Part of intelligence, part of creation. Part of the power that is the one. And it is from this awareness that we are one, that we bless all people everywhere with intentions for love, for peace, for connection, for abundance, for joy. We are so grateful that we are able to connect with each other. And we are so grateful for our power to intend, to bless, and to love. And in gratitude, we let it be. Amen. The theme for the daily word that I will read to you today is comfort. Divine love comforts me. When I scraped my knee as a child, someone was there to kiss it and soothe my pain. Likewise, anytime I stumble as an adult, I have an inner source of comfort and reassurance. The power of divine love within me shores my spiritual resolve and eases any sadness or sorrow. Divine love gives me strength to go on when I face an unwelcome change. If I'm facing any kind of loss, this power helps me to take a new step forward. When a loved one is going through a difficult time, I call upon this comforting love that resides in my heart to guide my words and actions and give the comfort needed. Open to divine love, I view the world differently, bolstered by displays of compassion and kindness and strength within and around me. And from Psalm 119, verse 50, this is my comfort in my distress, that your promise gives me life. Comfort. Divine love comforts me.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
For the past couple of weeks, I've been exploring the idea of what if you don't mind? And in the first week, we spoke about what if you don't mind when people do things differently than how you might like. People might be grumpy, and how do you respond? And do you respond in kind? And the power and freedom that comes from allowing another person to be who they are and not allowing that to affect who you are. And so my invitation in week one was to ask you to consider, ask us to consider, what if you didn't mind the way a person might be behaving, or the way a circumstance might be turning out that wasn't quite what you expected it to be? And then last week, we spoke about the idea of what if you didn't mind imperfection? What if you didn't mind that imperfection is normal and that perfection is a goal that one never really achieves, because just when you get to the point of perfection, you find that there are even more things to discover. And so imperfection is as normal as the striving for perfection. And what if we were kinder to ourselves in the midst of what we consider imperfection? And I had the perfect opportunity on Sunday to practice my imperfection, because on Sunday I had queued up the video for YouTube for the service. We had premiered the service on Facebook. Everything started on time. I checked to make sure it was running on YouTube, checked to make sure it was running on Facebook. It was perfect until we had the Zoom meeting after the service. and chatting with each other on the Zoom call. And I don't normally get onto Zoom during the service because that way I can monitor if things aren't going correctly. And so I was on Zoom after the service, and Sharon Blackwell sends me a message saying, "Who is supposed to be hosting Zoom today?" And I said, "Alex, it was me. I was supposed to be hosting Zoom today. Alexandra was supposed to be taking the day off. This was the long weekend." And it was a perfect example of imperfection at work. So then the question became, what do we do with that? Well, fortunately, Jerry and Sharon stepped in and hosted Zoom on my behalf in the absence of Alexandra, who was happily doing things for the long weekend. And I had the opportunity to accept that even though I thought everything was going correctly, there was still a part that was not as perfect as I would have liked it to be. So I had the opportunity last week to practice my own message at being imperfect, and answering the question, what if you didn't mind? What if you could just accept that it happened, learn from it for next time, and be grateful that there were others who were there to support you. So thank you to Jerry and to Sharon. So today we move to another aspect of this question, which is, what if you didn't mind your feelings? What if you didn't mind your feelings? It has been something that I've come to recognize, and I think if you were to give it some thought, you might agree with me. I hope so. That we aren't really all that good at expressing our feelings. I think that in the interest of maybe good manners and in the interest of keeping things calm and peaceful and so on, we as children were taught that it was basically taught a code of conduct. We were taught how to behave and what was acceptable for us. And certainly in my generation and generations before, part of that teaching was that little girls are supposed to be pleasant all the time. They are not supposed to get angry. They are supposed to say sorry even if they don't mean it. And they are supposed to be peacemakers and you know, get along to get along. And little boys in my generation and older, not so much now, little boys in my generation and older were told that it was not okay to cry or to show emotion other than anger. And so anything that showed upset, fear, would be considered not okay. It was like you're being a sissy, or, you know, be a big boy and that sort of thing. And as a result, we've depressed, repressed, denied our feelings, both men and women, and all people have become less in touch with what their feelings are. And then on top of that, I think that as a result, we haven't actually learned how to not just name our feelings, but how to understand them and how to express them in a way that is meaningful and useful. So instead of speaking our feelings and understanding where they're coming from and acknowledging them in a thoughtful way, we've basically been told to not have them, to push them down. And that is true for joy and the feelings that we might consider intensely wonderful. To some degree as well, you know, we may have been told when we're totally happy and jumping around and excited at something, we may have been told to like get a grip, you know, calm down. Or we may have been, certainly with negative emotions, we have been told that, you know, we'll give you something to cry about and that sort of thing. So overall, we pretend that our feelings don't exist because we really have not been taught, okay, so you're angry, let's talk about that. Those conversations just never happened. And as a result, I think we are afraid to let our feelings see the light of day by pretending that they don't matter, by pushing them down. It's almost as if we want to put our heads in the sand about what's actually going on with our feelings. But they don't go away. And so what happens is, again, mainly for negative reactions, what we consider negative reactions, unpleasant reactions, what happens is they get pushed down, and that works to an extent, but it's like a beach ball being pushed underwater, you know, it insists on popping up. And so what happens is something will upset us, will activate us, what some people call triggering us, and then we will explode in a way that is out of proportion to what the event is. And sometimes what we're doing actually is pushing our upset at one thing and laying it on to something else, and often to someone else. And I'm reminded to some extent of that Fabergé Organics commercial from, gosh, who knows, the 80s maybe, where it was, I liked this shampoo so much that I told 2 friends, and then they told 2 friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. Well, what happens with emotion is much the same way, where what happens is I got so upset and I couldn't express it here, so I expressed it here in a bigger way. And then that upset those 2 people, and then they get upset and they spread it and they spread it and they spread it. So not naming and not understanding and not being allowed to feel our feelings in a healthy way when they are alive and present can have some ramifications that don't really serve our society or ourselves or our relationships very well. So my question is, what if we didn't mind feeling our feelings? What if we didn't mind feeling our feelings? Is there another possibility that we could contemplate rather than this pushing down, pretending that we aren't hurt or that we aren't angry or that we aren't sad? I think we get our answer, as we always do, from Jesus, our way shower. And we see it in 2 examples. One is in the temple, where at Passover, he sees the money changers and he sees the priests who are praying long prayers, but without meaning and without attention, perhaps, maybe from rote. And he sees the commerce and he gets upset. And he overturns the tables of the money changers and he drives out the people who are dealing with the animals, and he berates, gets angry, and speaks to the priests about his upset. So we know that Jesus experienced and allowed his experience of anger to be revealed, to become active. We also see it in his experience of finding out about Lazarus's death. Lazarus was one of his best friends, perhaps his best friend. Lazarus was not considered a disciple, but it's almost like he was the family friend. Friends with Jesus was friends with him and with Lazarus's sisters, Mary and Martha. Lazarus dies. Jesus knew he was sick, went into the hills to pray, or the wilderness to pray. And by the time he comes back, he discovers that Lazarus has been dead for 4 days. And what does Jesus do? He weeps. Jesus weeps. We have example of real live emotion, active at work, allowed to come up and see the light of day, rather than being repressed and depressed and denied and pushed down. Well, how do we move to a place where we can be more aligned with our feelings, where we can be even more aware of what our feelings are? Well, fortunately for us, Dr. Marshall Rosenberg, the person who created the format that they call nonviolent communication, had this amazing insight. What he recognized is that beneath every feeling, there is a met or an unmet need or value or preference. He didn't use the word preference, but preference may be an easier word for people to understand than need. For many of us, we have told ourselves, we believe, and in many cases it's true, that we don't really need all that much. But we all have preferences, we all have values. And so what Dr. Rosenberg said is that every feeling that we have is a result of a need or a value or a preference of ours either being met or not being met. And so if we could learn to understand that our feelings are normal because they come from this need, value, or preference that we all have. We all have needs, values, and preferences. And so when we are experiencing feelings, that they are normal responses to having these universal needs, then we can be a little bit calmer about understanding what is going on for us and giving ourselves space to experience feelings. So let me give you an example. The most common, there are several, of course, but some of the most common needs that we have are a need for self-choice. What some people would say is autonomy. But if you want language that's a little bit easier to understand than that word, then the need to make your own decisions. Every person values the ability to make their own decision. And so if someone is taking that away from us, if someone is helpfully trying to do things and make decisions for us, then that can lead to a feeling frustrated, or feeling angry, or feeling irritated. And so it's almost as if you start behind the feeling and recognize what the need is that is leading to the feeling. Here's another example. Everybody needs to have a sense that they matter, that they are seen, that they are heard, that they have a voice. And so again, if that need, that value is not being met, then that will lead to feelings of irritation, of hurt, perhaps of loneliness. Every feeling has an underlying and related need. And so it's important to allow our feelings to surface. Because when we allow them to surface, we can look at the feeling and get a sense that there's something that's not being met, that matters to us in whatever situation we may be in. And then even naming that feeling, I'm feeling irritated. I wonder why. Even that takes away some of the stigma about you shouldn't have feelings, or who are you to have a feeling, or little girls shouldn't do this and little boys shouldn't do this. It takes all of that away and just looks at the feeling for what it is, and then says, I wonder why. And once I understand that, I can almost I can let it go. Now I understand it. I have nothing to be afraid of. I can either have a conversation with someone now that I understand what's happening for me, or I can look at it and decide no further action required. I don't have to. When we touch our feelings, when we allow our feelings to rise to the surface, then we're in a place where we can look at it without fear, without repressing, without suppressing, without denying. And it's almost like just being curious. I wonder why I'm feeling that. It's because I care about. I'm feeling sad because I care about this person's loss. I'm feeling happy because I care about connection. I'm feeling angry because I'm not feeling heard. And all of that starts to make some sense. And it starts with feeling our feelings and allowing them to see the light of day. And so my invitation to all of us is that we become more familiar with our feelings, that we become more friendly with them, even the ones those feelings that make us feel uncomfortable. Because the more that we allow them, to the point where we can even welcome it because it helps us to understand what's going on for us, the more that we can allow them, the more that we can experience all of humanness, all of who we are, in an honest, authentic, genuine way, our relationships will improve because we won't be discharging our upset about things that upset us that we weren't aware of or weren't allowing ourselves to be aware of until something else comes up and then bush, it just blows out of proportion. So our relationships will improve with others. Our relationships with ourselves will improve because we will become more calm and less fearful about what those feelings are, those things that can make us feel so uncomfortable. And so my encouragement to us, to all of us, me included, is become more friendly with your feelings. Allow them to surface. Allow yourselves to wonder what it is, what value, what preference, what universal need am I longing for that is not being met, that is contributing to this feeling. Our feelings are what make us human. Our feelings are what bring us into a place of complete experience of life. They are not to be feared. They are to be embraced. What if you didn't mind your feelings? I bless you.
I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. Hey, hey, I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. Hey, in these moments I am given, in situations called to me, I now choose this path of living. I now choose what sets me free. I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. Hey, I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. Hey, in these moments I am given. These moments I am given. In situations called to me, I now choose this path of living. I now choose what sets me free. I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. Hey, I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. I do what gives me life. These moments I am given, in situations called to me, I now choose this path of living. I now choose what sets me free.
On Thursdays at 11, we hold a weekly prayer and meditation service. It is a time where we connect with each other, and then we move into a guided meditation. We also read the names of the people who are on our prayer list, people who have requested that their names be put on the list, or people they care about, their names be put on the list. It is a time of renewal, a time of rest, a time of recentering. It is a rich, beautiful experience. And so I encourage you to join us for that. And if you know someone whose name you would like to have added to that list, then please email us at unityofnewwestminster@gmail.com, and we will be sure to get their name added to the list. On October 17th and 18th, the Parliament of the World's Religions will be held. This is the first time that it will be held in an online format on Zoom. It is held every 4 years normally. Last time it was held in Toronto. And I know a few people who attended. People come from across the world and attend. And I know a few people who attended who said that the experience was transformative for them. This year, because it's going to be on Zoom, it's much more accessible, both in terms of not needing to travel, but also in terms of finances. If you register before the end of May, then the tickets for the 2-day event is $50 US. The vision of the Parliament of the World's Religions is a world of peace, justice, and sustainability. And their mission statement is to cultivate harmony among the world's religious and spiritual communities, and to foster their engagement with the world and its guiding institutions to address the critical issues of our time. Doesn't that sound like something you would want to be on board with? So if you're at all interested, attend the Parliament of the World's Religions, October 17th and 18th. The link is on your screen, and the fee, if you register before the end of May, $50 US. Please mark your calendar for June the 27th, Sunday, June the 27th, right after service. We will be holding our annual general meeting on that day. And if you would like to be able to vote at the meeting, then you need to fill out a membership card. And so information about how to do that will be emailed to our email distribution list, and we will put a link onto our website. So please mark the day, Sunday, June the 27th. All are welcome to attend, and please fill out a membership form if you would like to vote. You are invited to join our writing group, which is going to start a new session again on Monday, May the 31st at noon Pacific time. In this session, we're going to be spending 8 weeks. And in this session, what we're going to do is a book study of a fiction book to get a sense of how to improve our own writing by looking at a very well-written book. The book is I See You. It's by the author Claire McIntosh. And so it'll be a fun way to improve our own writing as we look at some of the elements that are included in this book of fiction. So if you'd like to join us, our group is friendly, supportive, loving, lovely, and we invite you to be part of it. When we are able to meet in person, we hold a birthday celebration on the last Sunday of the month. Of course, we aren't meeting in person at the moment, but that's no reason not to celebrate. So please join us after service today as we celebrate the people in our community who were born this month. Birthday Sunday today. Today is May 30th, 2021, and it is my 11th wedding anniversary. So I want to take this opportunity to wish my beautiful husband a very happy anniversary and let him know, Walt, how much I love you. Happy anniversary, sweetheart. We're so grateful for all the contributions that we receive every week or every month. Some of you have set up recurring donations, and we are particularly grateful for those because they help us to budget. And we are grateful in any case for all of the generosity that is shared with us. Your contribution not only supports our ministry, but it supports organizations within our own community that do amazing, meaningful work, as well as supports Unity Canada in the work that they do to share the message of unity across the country. Thank you all so much for your contribution. And now I invite you to hold in your heart, in your mind, in your entire body, something that you are feeling grateful for as we sing our blessing song.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And we have come to the end of another service for another week. If you're watching us live, please consider joining us on Zoom for a chance to connect with each other and visit as if we are meeting in person and having our coffee and cookies and so on. I hope that you enjoyed your experience with us today, and I hope that you consider joining us again in the future. I wish you all a very wonderful week. Goodbye, everybody.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on
I am the light of God. I am the love of God. I am the power of God. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. I am the light of God. I am the love of God. I am the power of God. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God. You are the love of God. You are the power of God. You are the presence of God. Wherever you are, God is. You are the light of God. You are the love of God. You are the power of God. You are the presence of God. Wherever you are, God is. We are the light of God. We are the love of God. We are the power of God. We are the presence of God.